to say, don't you love her, lady?
So I got to place a bid on the books I wanted. Looking at it, it might be trimmed, but even trimmed, I don't care, bro. It's like $25 or something. So it's got about, I don't know, a little bit of time left. I'm cooking some chicken. Thought I'd hang out with y'all. Oop. What up, Beckerman, Kenneth Burke, and Lady Fantastic? Ooh, got the hiccups all of a sudden. Got the hickers. TM says he's coming. 90 MF. All right, let's see. Sure. Captain. So I took a little break, and my mom wasn't feeling good because she was cleaning her room and overdid it. And I had a feeling she was going to do that, but that's what happens. So yeah, maybe the edge of it's looking at these other copies, if it is trimmed, it's just barely trimmed. But yeah, it might not have been. Hmm. It's probably why nobody's bidding on it. Yeah, it probably was. You know, some of these old Golden Age, they just look trimmed. Just don't look like if it was trimmed, it really did a good job at it. So it might not be. Hmm. Interesting. Tim,
What's up?
what up? So yeah, I took a little nap, and Melody and Bug left the house today. They went to his grandma's for a little while. Olive Garden, Walmart, birthday party. They're gone for a while, about 5, 6 hours. And I get a little anxious when they leave. I don't like being by myself, and but I was able to take a nap because I only slept not very long yesterday, and I probably slept for about an hour and a half. So I'm waking up now, but um, yeah, I can't tell if this is trimmed or not because um there's Golden Age that kind of are trimmed short anyway. I've seen some Golden Age where the words are completely cut off. This one's cut off, and it's the shortest on that side I've seen, but it don't absolutely mean it's trimmed. It may not be.
See,
And
I was actually, I to be honest, like I've been in that same boat as you, like kind of like got the golden age itch, and I
yeah,
can like I was looking at like a back issue shop that is in Canada here, and I was going through like some golden age. I almost was like, oh my god, there's a $25 slabbed golden age comic, and then it was under the golden age, but it was like 1972. I was like, damn it, that's not golden age. But I'm like, I don't know. Like if I was to go after any golden age, it would be maybe Archie, maybe some Archie comics.
yeah. I mean, this was listed as 1944. I hope it's not a reprint. It don't look like a reprint. It's kind of weird because it started off at $1, and you know,
Some golden age comics go for cheap. Like they're just not sought after, and nobody realizes like, or nobody is just like, oh, it's nobody's gonna sought after this random issue of Archie, but like, and they go for like $10.
I put a max bid of $28 plus $8 shipping. So it's probably gonna come out to 40. But the way I like justified it was if it was in front of me, would I want to spend $35 on it? And I said, yeah, I probably would. So I didn't take.
What's the condition? Is it slabbed or raw?
It's raw. It's a raw book. I got okay. I can't really explain what it is because I kind of really. I guess I'll just show y'all. I mean, if someone's gonna bid on it in the next 5 minutes, I have at it, I guess. But you gotta go with the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'm not bidding on anything, so you don't have to worry about that. Hey, Blaker, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
All right, so I'll show y'all. All right. Um. So this is what I bid on. It ain't showing my bid. It's ending in 22 minutes.
Well, keep a close eye.
You think I should do it or not? You think I should show him, Bleak?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, fuck. I don't think anyone's gonna.
I don't care. Like even if you like send me a picture, I just wanted
Is
to know
that
like
wait
what
a
the
sec? Is
condition
Alan in
was.
the chat?
All I don't think they'd care that much if they got it. All right, here we go. So I think the version I have a copy of some. It's a faucet. I have one faucet, right? I think it's from like 1954. So this is a little older. This is 1944, and it's a 2 book lot, and that's what I'm trying to get.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, those are those are biggers too. Like those are not like just random golden age books. Those are nice.
Yeah, it's a good superhero. It's the first appearance of Radar. Now if you look at it, this part right here kind of concerns me.
Yeah,
You see the 35 cents cut off,
yeah.
but I've
Um,
seen Golden Age kind of like that before, you know?
I've also seen Golden Age. They were notoriously like not cutting the covers wrong, and uh,
uh,
so I
Clip
think
on Comics says that only one of those is golden age.
Yeah, the other one's bronze.
yeah, yeah. The one that says Shazam is bronze.
I forgot. Oh man, I'm gonna try to find it now. I found like a Canadian priced variant, a golden age Canadian priced variant. I think.
So I think it's a cool book. It's like, the first appearance of a character, and it's
Got
a
some.
faucet, 1944.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah,
I,
we'll see.
I dig it, man.
Most of them will spend $40. I would probably want like 50 or 60 if I sold it, and there's one for 70, and the other ones are like $200 to $400. So I don't know how important the radar is, but
Early first appearance, Golden Age. What's to go wrong, really? Great character.
yeah, Captain Marvel rules. Now the radar, I don't know, but I dig the microscope and the tiny Captain Marvel. I thought,
Yeah, microscopes and now any kind of real lab stuff really gets me. Beakers and any of that shit gets me for some reason.
yeah, I think it's a cool little addition to my collection. I got a Captain Marvel, like a war book, and now I got like an older Captain Marvel. Um, it's a little
Uh,
different, so
Biggie, I'm sending you a picture of a golden age book that I am considering to buy.
okay.
And it's an Archie book, and it's Archie's Pals and Gals #4, and it's a Canadian price variant, so it's 35 cents.
Mm,
It's
let's
from
see.
1955.
I don't see it. Oh yeah, no, I do. Is she sending you? No one sent me. Okay,
Yeah, that right there. It's 50
yeah,
bucks Canadian.
it's barely Golden Age. It's almost considered silver because
Well, no, so golden age goes to 56.
okay, I thought it started. People 55, 56 is the area. Yeah, I don't know.
D's
Oh,
in
okay.
backstage.
There he is. Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up, but I thought 55 was it might be 56.
Y'all gotta let me in.
But that's the one that I want. It's like it's a nice it's of course beat up, but it's a Canadian price variant, and it's a Archie book.
Yeah, it don't look to be in too horrible condition. Pals and gals, I like it. It's probably.
Yeah,
Let's. Did
like
you
as
look?
long as like the cover is like it's still presentable, and that the corners can be whatever, especially if it's a golden age book. But as long
Did
as
you,
the cover's not ripped or anything.
did you look at any comparable copies? Like any other books that? See, there's one for $20 for sale. That's kind of like the first thing you do when you see something you think is too cheap. You go look at more copies of it.
Yeah, but is that one a Canadian price
Oh,
variant
that's
though?
a good point. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. But it's probably half the price too, you know. So it depends on how much you want to sink into this thing.
Yeah, because like they have it listed here. They say it's a 3.0.
Yeah, there's another one that's around, probably not as good condition, but it's $30 best offer. It's kind of got the edge cut off too.
That's the thing, though. All of these books that you're looking at are all in America, so the shipping cost would
Oh,
be
I'd
more
hammer
for
you.
me.
I got you. Yeah.
Well, if you're spending that kind of money on a book, you might as well pay the shipping.
Yeah, but like if I can get it $50 in Canada,
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, how do y'all like the Cyclops figure?
Hate
I
it.
don't know, man. He has an awful. Oh, that's just blue.
Awful,
That's
awful,
blue.
Ah, no, not Cyclops.
Is
Oh
it
no, it's
Cyclops
Morph.
or is it Wolverine?
Oh no, it's
The fuck?
Wolverine.
Or is it Morph? I showed you the packaged one last night.
That's awesome, dude.
And then he's got one more head here. He's got this evil head.
Yeah, when he was he was being mind controlled by
Sinister.
Sinister. Yeah. I don't know X-Men. I just know the cartoons.
Dude, the cartoon is good though. I had this fucker up in my bathroom.
I used to keep my comics in the bathroom, and everybody in the community said, "Oh, that's disgusting," and I quit.
Yeah, it's pretty hideous.
I mean, a toy or a fucking—it's about the same thing, toy or a comic.
Well, I'm not selling my toy to anyone though. Like you're selling them books to the community, brother.
I don't have to sell the books in the bathroom to people.
Yeah, let me get a bathroom book.
Toys used to always belong in the bathroom whenever we'd take baths as kids.
Okay.
Well, when we moved here, my wife told me my bathroom was too boring. So she got me this like Superman thing right here. And then a little stand for some toys. And then you see this fucking thing on Tony Sanders' channel all the time.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Like you're onto something. So like, who wouldn't want to sit down and look at like great stuff that you've picked up while you take a poop?
Yeah. You know, it just gives it a little more attitude. And then when you come outside the bathroom, I have this fucking thing because it's a men's room only.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, you got your own bathroom, huh? Interesting. Easy,
Hey,
bud.
Biggie, today I'm driving. I'm listening to random music on my way home. It's like streaming on my YouTube Music. You know what popped up? A fucking random song I never heard before called Mixtape One, and the artist was Comic Head 84.
What?
Yeah, legit.
Oh, was it his rap about comic books?
No, it was just like a dubstep thing. I'll send you a picture of it. Hold on.
Was it our comic at 84 or a different one?
It was him.
It was why? How, dude? What is going on? I'm so confused.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It even had his logo.
Keep the water in the bathtub.
What the fuck is going? So he produced a song?
He uploaded something and it's there.
And it got on your radio in your car?
Yeah, because I was just streaming random music.
What the fuck?
I just sent you a text so you can see the picture. It's even got his.
Was it on?
It's even got his logo. I don't know. It was on. I was doing like random YouTube music.
Wow.
Not like YouTube listening to music on YouTube, but like the YouTube Music app. It's pretty much like Spotify, YouTube's version of Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's legit.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. He's pretty out there with his music. Like I just remember seeing him like the rap battles and stuff. Like at one point, like him and he just like you guys wouldn't have music when you guys were doing the rap battles over at DJ Lynx's channel. But like there was one episode where they were like, you know what, Comic Head 84 is going to be doing have music in the background for his rap, and it was sick. Like I was like, holy shit, man.
Well,
Yeah, we used to always fuck with 84. We'd be like, man, if it wasn't for you being so good looking and having so much talent and having all this money, you wouldn't really be that interesting.
yeah. Baltimore Comic Con 2019 video mixtape. I did find that. But no music. Maybe you think it's on his channel by any chance?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't see it. Wow. All right. Well, I'll find it. I'll figure it out somehow.
Am I frozen over there?
Who, me? Are you?
No, you
me.
are.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you're frozen. Yeah.
I'm backing out. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's crazy, man. It's fucking dubstep, which is kind of weird. It's like dubstep. Fucking madness, man. He's always been an interesting fellow.
Yeah, he's a talented dude, man.
Okay, hold on. Just your great. Melody's pissed at Bug.
Yeah.
He's splashing a lot.
Oh, and this Superman thing right here is made of so I can.
It's time to get out.
My phone is magnetic. I can just put that motherfucker on there and do
Yeah,
webcam shows in my bathroom.
hell yeah, bro. So it was dubstep. Did you think it was a good song? Pretty good.
It was all right. It was just it was there was no lyrics. It was only instrument or yeah, it was like computer music.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like our boy. He definitely has like a whole soundboard and all types of shit going. So
Well, and it has his logo. Like it wasn't like I think it might have been him. Like it was definitely him.
it's definitely yeah. It'll if it's a mixtape, he's probably got a whole bunch of them, huh? That's kind of crazy. Mixtape, wow. I'd like to hear like rap beats, but hey, dubstep's cool. So I bid on that book, D. I don't know if I'm gonna win or not, and I don't know if I spent too much or not, but whatever, dude. You know,
Are you the winning bid right now?
I am the winning bid right now.
Okay.
It's almost over. I'll be
Yeah,
able
you
to.
don't have a lot of time left, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to check it in like I don't know, 15 minutes or 10.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me
Usually,
why Golden Age, what is it, 1953, World War III, number 1 and number 2 are like $500 books?
Oh wow, I don't know what those
Don't
are.
get me wrong, they're awesome. They're amazing to look at, but they're like $500 each, man.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
I just don't understand. Like, is there, besides the fact that they're old and cool?
1953, 54, you said?
Yeah, 1953, World War III. You got number 1. Number 2 isn't as good a cover. Number 1 is a really sought after cover, but why? I just don't. I get it. It's a cool ass cover. I love it. I think it's amazing. I would want to have it, but $600. Holy freaking Moses!
Yeah, so there's been copies sold for that.
I think so. I don't know. I just was looking at what people. There's only a couple copies online to begin with.
I tell you the truth, K-pop. I didn't really care if I won too much or not. I just had a set number I wanted to bid. So if anybody bid over it, have at it. I'm not really good at auction bidding. I'll tell you the truth. What up, Darth?
There's like a really crappy copy of it for a couple $100, $250.
Oh, okay. But has there been any like comparable sales?
Let me look.
That's kind of how I just like if the book's worth it or not. It takes like 2 or 3 sales, and I'm like, okay, maybe it is worth this amount.
World War III, #1 ace. Is that what it is? World War III, #1 ace? Or is it ace #1? March, 10 cents.
I probably should have ponied up another $50 and got a Hell Rider 1 magazine, but that's all right. I'll live. I'm gonna get that Luke Cage 1 next. You can't get regret when you spend a little bit of money. You gotta just roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you haven't spent anything yet. You got to win it first.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win. I got a feeling I'm going to. It wasn't a big bunch of people. There was like 12 bids, so
That's a pretty good, decent amount of bids though for that.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have people in at like the 5-minute mark.
well,
Like 5 minutes left, and people are gonna be starting to bid on it more.
yeah, I won't be mad if I lose it. Actually, I just wanted to bid on it.
That's a good way to go, brother.
Yeah, I don't care too much. I did win a couple books on auction. I won my GSX on auction. That was pretty exhilarating
Oh,
because that was some people wanted that fucker, you know.
Hey, Bleeker. Callie says pre-code atomic bomb covers go for a bit.
Yeah, I get that, but why?
So my auction's at $24 and I bid 28. So it's doing the max bid thing. So no one's bid higher than that so far, and there's only fucking 4 minutes left.
They're dope covers, bro. But
They're winning.
I don't understand the extreme high price on them.
I think that's just it. Like people are just like, oh, it's pre-code atomic bomb covers. We're just gonna up the price.
Yeah, just the price doesn't seem. I don't know. It seems crazy to me.
yeah. No, there is a genre of collectors that is their thing. Is like man cave.
Yeah, yeah. He loves atomic bomb covers.
Want some Oreos with whipped cream?
He says they're hard to find too.
I want some Oreos with whipped cream. Melody, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, dude, I didn't splash any water when I took my bath. I get Oreos and whipped
Yeah,
cream.
I want Oreos and whipped cream. This is bullshit.
I don't understand how people are bidding if my bid's higher though. How does that work?
No, so if you bid 28 is your max bid.
Right.
If they bid, and it's at 24. If they bid 25, it's going to push your max bid up all the way up to 28. And if it goes above 28, then someone else will win it.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before where I was just like, somebody outbid me on something on eBay, and then I put another bid in. And it just all of a sudden, just right out of nowhere, says somebody upped the bid, and I was like, well, how? Like I just bid.
Yeah,
so it's all because they put their max bid up higher than what
it said 14, and when I bid 28, it went to 24. No one's bid higher than that, is what y'all are saying.
Yeah, so that means someone else had a max bid of like 23 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Then your max bid outdid their max bid.
Got it.
So now if someone else puts in 25, it'll raise you up to 26.
Okay.
Until you get to your max bid.
Right. All right.
How much time we got left on it?
Not fucking much, dude. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, you don't have a lot, like a minute, I would imagine.
2 minutes. It's still at 20.
We're gonna count this down live, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset my phone, make sure it's not lagging.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, everybody go bid on this book.
Yeah, good luck. I think I got it, man.
I'm gonna bid 2801.
Might be trimmed, D. I don't know if you want to do that, bub. Even if it's trimmed, though, I think it's probably worth it. I mean, $20, fuck. $30. It'll be a lot older than my other faucet, so that's cool. Cereal hits every spot. Just had a mega bowl. I'm about to eat some hot wings and try to go back to bed. I do this thing on Grand Theft Auto where I go to the casino and I spin the wheel, and you gotta wait 24 hours every time you do that. So I'm just waiting until it's my turn. I've won a vehicle. That's like the grand prize. You win a vehicle. And I found a trick for it, and I won the vehicle 3 times. Well, you don't win 3 vehicles. You win like rep points and shit, the other 2 or something. And the vehicle changes every week. So once it changed, I was able to win another vehicle. I may have won this one. This one's a little cooler. It's like a Rolls Royce looking thing. So I won a truck, though. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go see if I won. I think I did. Let's go, baby. I don't like how eBay makes you think that a max bid is what it isn't until you do a bid higher. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
that's fucking bullshit, man. That's kind of sets you up for the Wu-Tang. All right, here we go. Is it over? I think it is. 14 seconds. Oh, there was another bid. It's at 27:01.
Oh,
So that pushed me up. Oh, they got me at 29. The motherfuckers. 29 with 1 second left, dude.
yep. Someone done got you. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
And even Lisa in the comments said, like, if you really want the book, just bid in the last 4 seconds.
I know, dude.
And
Well, I could have bid 30 and I probably would have got it.
I think you were kind of like having second guesses, and you were actually kind of okay with not winning. So
Yeah, I got some other shit for around that price range that would not upset me if I got it. So I would have liked that. It would have been cool, you know, but the whole question of it being trimmed and the other things I could get for around that amount of money. Like if I just spent like $30 more, I could get the first prototype of Ghost Rider and the first African-American female superhero. That's pretty cool compared to that. I'd rather have that Hell Rider for $30 more. So I'll be all right. I could get that instead. That one's actually like really neat. Faucets come dime a dozen. Not that tough to get. But I gave it a shot. That's all I wanted.
that's all you can hope for.
Yeah, man. Maybe if it didn't look trimmed, I probably would have tried a little harder. Kind of looked trimmed. It probably wasn't, but the fact that like shit's cut off of the writing, like I went into it. Now me, I do think it was like about an $80 book though. It was worth fucking with.
I don't know. There was a reason you went for it.
Yeah, it was definitely a
You were
good
trying to
buy.
be sneaky.
It was a good buy for whoever got it. It was. I'm not mad at them. So tonight's stream was about comic book experts are ridiculous. I think it's just me saying like people tend to be a little opinionated and believe they're right about shit that they could be wrong about. You know, I don't want to have anybody in mind, but
That's sort of what speculation is, though. It's not like you're always 100% right on speculation.
No, not everybody's. I'm not saying I'm the perfect comic book expert either. Like I'm ridiculous. Everybody's ridiculous, probably is what I mean.
We all got we all have our own like, oh, what if it goes this way? For one time, at one point, I thought they were gonna do Marvel Defenders or something like that, because whatever, doesn't matter why I thought that. But all the characters were there, and I was like, maybe they'll do that.
you guys know, like the definition of speculation is the activity of guessing possible answers to a question without having enough information to be certain.
Well, not even like just speculation, just people's opinions on what they think is good comic books too. You know, like
Yeah.
that could be some bullshit also. or it could be correct, and you just think it's bullshit. So I think what I'm trying to say is like everybody can believe what they want, and that don't make anybody right. I don't think anybody's really right, but you can agree with people if you want.
I think we all have our own way of doing things. We all seem to do all right.
Welcome to the Hell Rider Club. I didn't win it, who dat? I might go for it though. I think it's a lot cooler than that Captain Marvel, but it does cost more money. Skywald.
I don't know. I will say, like, go for some DC. If you can get any DC keys that you really want for cheap, go for them.
Yeah,
Because like the first appearance of Mongol goes for super cheap. Grab that.
right.
There's a bunch of other ones that go for super cheap because Mongal was in the Suicide Squad. So like James Gunn will probably bring Mongol in the future.
Well,
So-
the three DC books I've been looking at the most, I guess four, is first Deathlock, first Jericho, Nightwing, first Dead Man, Neil Adams,
Fuck yeah.
and the first New Teen Titans are like the four DC books I'm kind of checking out.
Yeah. For me, like, I know you don't like people that get runs, but like I eventually want like every Teen Titans book. And that I'm working on certain runs now that I'm actually getting from the Teen Titans, like the Jeff Johns run. And then I'll slowly move my way down to get the bigger stuff, like the new Teen Titans and that.
I'm going to change the title right now to Runs or Keys, because we had a little interesting discussion on the backstage on Bleeker's channel. So what are you guys' beliefs in buying runs?
You like the story, buy the run.
Okay. If you're collecting comics, it's okay to buy. Okay, I'll tell you the runs I've ever bought, and it's not really even a run. It's just a black suit Spider-Man keys.
Yeah, you collect all Savage Dragon. You collect Deadpool.
That's true. I do have some runs of like Spawn and Savage Dragon, and I don't really consider that a run though. I just consider that I picked up at this point, and I've been collecting them for a while, kind of deal,
Sure, but you
Usually
are
when-
collecting runs, like
Yeah.
What, dude?
When someone gets a run, it's usually about you're a fan.
Mhm.
You enjoy the entire series. Like it's about fandom. It's not necessarily about value collecting. It could still be about. It still could be valuable, but it's more about like, hey, I really fuck with this. I like this a lot. I'm gonna get it all.
Yeah. I wanted to get Mr. Miracle's Kirby run from like 1 to, I think it's 14 or something like that, maybe 17. And only ones I don't have are like 1 and 17. So I got almost the whole run, but I don't go out of my way to get it either. Like if I run across them, I'll get them. But besides that, like I've never really went in the past and said, I want all these back issues to this run, because I am a believer that you start with the keys. If you get all the keys, the hard ones out of the way first, and then you feel like getting to run, then have at it. But I'm not going to be plucking 100 issues of a series until I get the ones that are hard to get first.
Yeah, to be honest, like with the Jeff Johns run, like I did get the keys first, the ones that were the most expensive, even though there's not really any that expensive in there, even though there's a lot of first appearances. I'm gonna do the same thing with New Teen Titans. When I go back, I'll be getting most of like the big keys, like first Deathstroke, first Nightwing, those type of books, and then I'm gonna go for the smaller ones where you can get for like $2 to $3.
I had one of the what the fuck are they called? The Marvel previews, where the hell they're called, Black Suits, Cali. But there's like 5 of those, and I don't have the comic journal. But I can name off all the fucking black suits I got. I got the Team Up 40 something. I got Secret Wars 8, 252, and then I combine like the McFarlane shit with Venom. I got ASM 298, 299, 300, 301, 316, 309. A few 309 don't really count, but and then I got the Burn Negative Space black suit. I think the only one I'm missing is like the ASM with Black Cat. I don't know what number it is, but I guess that'd be the one I'm kind of missing. But yeah, I got a lot of the black suit and early Venom.
You gotta get that. What is it? Web of Spider-Man #1 or whatever.
Yeah, I got that one too.
That's a good one. Just a good cover.
Yeah, it's an early black.
Biggie, you're more of a key collector than anything else and stuff. Like, I get that, and that I do like to get my keys and stuff. But like Dee said, like, if you really like the story, you really like the characters, you're definitely gonna want like the entire run of that series.
Yeah, it's all about fandom. You like the writer, you want to read them. You like the artist, you want to buy them. You know, I don't know, sort of that deal.
It's okay to do. I just don't understand when people have like, I got X-Men 1 to 400. It's like, why? Like, all you need is like 20 bucks.
And you know what? That's a big accomplishment for them because that's their goal. That was what they set out to do. They were like, they're not after keys specifically. They're just like, I love the X-Men. I want to get every issue of this X-Men series and stuff. I will track down every issue. That's the fun for them, is tracking down every single issue of just X-Men.
You also get caught up in stuff like that. When you start, you don't realize what you're starting, and then halfway through, you're like, "Man, I wish I didn't start like a 400 fucking comic book."
Right.
Because I know a lot of people that are ASM collectors. They'll pick up every ASM book. They want every ASM. Like, I know one guy. He's just like, he's after every single one of them, and he's almost completed like up to like the new stuff, and he's super proud of it. It's like over 1,000 comics.
So I had another run I kind of like is the little FF stuff. I got 45, 46, 48, 49, 52, and that was the ones I wanted out of that little area. Now, people would say 50 is a good one to have. And I say I'd rather have 52 because it's the first Black Panther. 50 is just a fucking third Silver Surfer, you know? Like, well, who gives a fuck about that book, you know? But people say 48, 49, 50 is a good set. I say no, start at 45, get 46, Black Bolt, 48, Surfer, 49, Galactus, 52, Black Panther. You know, I think that's the way to go.
Why wouldn't you just grab 50 and 51 just to complete it?
I mean, I saved my money to get the Inhumans instead. I went back in time and got 45 instead of 50 and 51. I don't know. Maybe one day I will, but I just don't feel like. What's so important about 50 and 51? You know,
well, that's the difference. So you're just saying, like, you just buy comics that are worth money and that are keys.
That's your outlook. That's how you collect and stuff. So it's a different outlook for somebody that collects a little differently and says, I want these. I need to have those issues in my collection or I feel incomplete.
Yeah, I'd rather have the ones I said because of the importance. So I don't feel like 50 and 51 are as important as the rest of them. I feel like they're kind of a waste of time. I could want 47 too, but I don't feel like it's that important, you know, like I might have 47. I have to look it up actually.
And to somebody else, they're just like, it's not like a huge key or even a great cover, but to them, they're just like, I need that comic in my collection because the fact if I don't, it goes from 50 to 54. I feel incomplete now. I need those and that's where OCD kicks in. A lot of comic collectors do have that they need to fill in those holes.
I do like 51. I just didn't know it was this book. So this is actually a good book. This Man, This Monster. That's a pretty good one. So I would like that more than 50 actually. This Man, This Monster is pretty good. It's like the Thing debating if he wants to be the Thing or not, kind of deal, and it's got the first negative zone in it too, so it's kind of a key. I like that book. 50 though, I'll show y'all 50. Like I just don't have any. If you have the fucking first and the second Silver Surfer, are you really that worried about the third for $100? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You know, like I just don't feel like that's.
Yeah, that's D's back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't know why that's so.
But again, that's the difference between investing and collecting comics for value as opposed to collecting comics because you love them.
Well,
No.
Biggie, isn't that one his first cover?
Oh no, is it his first cover? No, I think he's on 49, ain't he? I have to look. I like this one better. Here, let's look. Maybe it is his first cover. I don't know. I think he's 49.
I could be wrong. I'm not a big Silver Surfer mark, so I couldn't.
Well,
be
you know
honest.
I'm rarely wrong, D, but we'll look. Yeah, 49 has the Surfer on it.
That-
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he's
always
on
thought Surfer was a bit of a whiny character, but
Rad's-
I like some of his covers though.
Rad's correct, man. Like, there's no wrong way or right way to collect in that. It's just the way that you like.
Except like,
So, like,
oh, I see what you're saying. He's saying 50 takes up 75 and 49 takes up like 8%. Okay, yeah, well, I don't know.
But you're right; those other ones are worth more. They have more value just because of the first appearances and whatnot.
Right. No, I have my reasons why I don't like 50. There's also the reason that a big portion of the book is just talking about Johnny Storm going to college and dating his girlfriend, which was a side story during all this.
Sure.
Now, the reason I wanted the Inhumans first appearance, not only is it a badass team, you got like 4 or 5 first appearances, but the Inhumans are a side story during the Galactus Silver Surfer shit. So it'd kind of be a shame not to have that if you collected that kind of stuff. So I just thought that's the way to go for me is give me the Inhumans and then the Black Panther. I mean, you know, the Black Panther is just as cool as the rest of the shit. So I just have, I'm just.
I don't know. I tend to collect keys and then runs when I can. Really, like if there's a run that I really want to collect, I got the first 10 or first 20 of them. Like I really want to collect a lot of the Werewolf by Night run. I think it's a pretty easy run to collect, except for the few keys that are really expensive. But it's a cool run.
don't you pick up a lot of detective too?
I have a lot of detective and a lot of Batman, but mostly newer stuff. Like I didn't really get in on the older stuff. I started mostly around New 52.
I have the entire DC Rebirth run of Superman for
That's
both
nice.
Superman
That's cool.
and Action Comics.
That's cool. I definitely have like Marvel Presents, fucking that whole thing. Like there's some runs I definitely have, but I don't know. There's runs I want now that are I think more important to me. Like I said, like Weird War. It doesn't have a ton of keys, but it's got a great artist that I like, and I like the stories. I think they're really neat. Should I collect all 100 and whatever there are of them? Probably not, but I sort of want to.
Also, like, I also collect a Marvel run. I collect What If. I collect all the What If comics.
Stuff. Yeah, that's right, and that's a great little. That's even the night, like even the second, the volume 2 of that's really pretty good, to be honest.
A lot of my shit, like I've either gave away or sold. So I remember when Doc okayed me a few books, and I pretty much just gave him about all of my Neil Adams Batman, like all of my texts and Batman. I probably gave him about 10 or 12, 15 of those, and I don't have that many now, but that's cool with me. Like,
You got a signed one, I'll tell you that much.
I do got the one D sent me. I don't have many more than that though. I used to have like a pretty good chunk of them, and they were pretty cool. The collars were great and all that, good condition and all that shit. But I felt like I wanted to hook my guy up for hooking me up, and even Joe Kubert. Like I had a big chunk of Joe Kubert, and I've sold and gave a few of them away too. So sometimes you just don't keep what you like because you're willing to sacrifice or give them away to get what you kind of want, you know. So I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. I can't keep all the shit that I really think super cool, but I'll try to replace them if they're that important to me, you know.
I got a
You
couple Scarlet Spider books.
you got quite a few, yeah. You collect a lot of Scarlet, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I have a couple. The newest Deadpool looked very Scarlet Spider like to me, where he was hunting Spider. They called him Spider Man though. They didn't just call him Scarlet Spider. And looks like Bleeker left. He must have conked out. So yeah, runs. You guys tend to enjoy them more than I do. I just think they're not as important as other people.
Yeah, but that's not like no one here needs to like change your mind on that either. Like if you don't need a run to feel good about the collection, then don't get it. Like that would be a waste of your money.
Yeah, I had
Exactly. Nobody can tell you how to collect.
I started picking Walking Dead up at like 150 and maybe 145, and I finished the run at whatever the fuck it was. That's probably my biggest chunk of comics. Now, I got a pretty big chunk of Spawn. I got now Gwenpool. Any fucking Gwenpool I can get, dude. I got. You know, there's a few like one shot Christmas specials I don't have, but I got most of her main series or main or minis or whatever you want to call them. So I do like have my little quirks that I don't care about the value. I just want to have the book, you know. You have to not care about the value if you're collecting fucking all the Gwenpool you can get a lot of the time.
Bleeker's back.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that was our. I have trouble getting rid of books to Cliff, but getting a better double and selling the lesser of the two is my only out. Okay. Um. Yeah, you guys got any runs, TM or Bleeker?
Oh yeah, I got a good Batman run. I got a good Superman run. Action Comics. I got a good run of that. I got a good Spider-Man run. I've got like couple 20 Spawn, 20 of this, 20 of that. So yeah, I collect. I don't if I can't like if a thing's already at 300 or 400 or 1,000 books, I'm not going to try and collect 1,000 of them. But
Yeah.
if I feel like there's a good jumping on point, I can start from there.
Yeah.
I have a Batman and Robin run from 2010 where Grant Morrison's run. I have an Outsiders run because I like the Outsiders. I have a Spawn run. What else do I'm gonna be starting a Savage Dragon run.
Yeah, you're lucky. My shop is not getting any more image, so I'm gonna miss the next few, which is a little disappointing because I feel like there's a good cover coming pretty soon.
But like I collect stuff that like nobody gives a shit about either, like Blade Runner and things like that. I've got runs of Blade Runner.
Oh
Nobody gives a shit about that stuff,
yeah, and my run of Digimon. Nobody cares about that.
right? Like
Yeah.
there's certain things that I just like because I enjoy the property. Like I love Blade Runner, so I like the comics. I like Dune, so I collected all the Dune comics. Things like that. I don't know. Rick and Morty. I think Rick and Morty's awesome, so I'm trying to collect all the Rick and Morty stuff I can.
Hey, we
I,
just
fe-
talked about this the other
I
day. I have all the amalgam comics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right too. That's I do have, like, I wouldn't say I have a good collection. Like I think I have maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, I got
But
about
like,
4.
yeah, I do want a lot more. Like I want every single one of them.
The Dark Claw with the that one's a good
I
one.
got a copy of Dark Claw, and I think I sold it to Alan with some other books. I probably should have kept it because that's probably my favorite one. I would think.
It's a good one.
I do got the reprints of the bicentennials though, like Spider-Man versus Superman and Batman versus Hulk. I got like 3 of them, which are very cool.
And I always collect the
Callie was
Miles.
asking about this book.
Nice. First, what's his name?
What about it?
First, well, he was wondering what the first black and red Scarlet Spider was.
Oh, it was that one.
But
Yeah,
that's also, that's not just that. That's something else as well. That's
yeah, it's the first.
Sam Alex.
Sam Alexander is Nova, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is the bigger part of the key, and you can see him right next to Scarlet Spider.
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's.
this. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were done. I was gonna say I think that's the book that I've had the most copies of. That's kind of a key. Like I've had like 20 of those.
It's hard to
What
get a
was
9.8 in that book, actually. A lot of it's got there's a defect that is on most of the covers from the rollers in the printing process, and it's really hard to get a 9.8 in that book.
Callie, send me a picture of the book you're talking about, man. You're killing me right now.
What book is Callie on about?
He thinks that the black and red costume made an appearance in the 90s. And I want to see that cover.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no. I know that Marvel 1 is a very thick book, and it's the cover's built like a regular issue, so it's kind of hard to get a 9.8. Yeah.
There's a .1, but there's another Marvel .1, and it's got what's his
Kamala?
name? It's
Yeah.
got what's the other one with I don't know, fucking. I'm bad with names.
Kamala Khan.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson's on the cover. Fucking
Oh, you're talking about Chavez.
Yes, it's the first. Is it the first cover of American Chavez? Maybe.
It's the first ever.
No. That's Vengeance. That's Vengeance.
Oh, I'm thinking of the preview. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another Marvel .1 or something like that, but it's got
Yeah.
Samuel on the cover, and it's something to do with American Chavez. It might be her first cover appearance.
There's a Marvel
Yeah.
preview that's the cameos. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, one is Marvel .1 and the other one is just .1.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Kind of an annoying difference.
It is an annoying difference.
Callie has these weird fucking keys that he brings up. Like,
Callie's got one of my favorite collections. He's got a good collection, man. I like seeing his books.
yeah, he was saying something about like the first Wolverine was in a different Hulk book or some other shit too. And I was just like, the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. He's got weird keys, man. He seems to know a lot of that fucking weird shit. He was the reason that I got my first Leatherface. I was like, oh, I never seen it before, and so Callie showed it. I was like, oh, I need that book in my life.
Yeah, Callie, if you got a Luke Cage Hero for Hire 1 you want to sell me, it'd be nice. Did y'all know that there's a cartoon magazine that has the first Harley Quinn? Have you ever heard of that book?
Yeah.
I think you've mentioned it before, yeah.
I don't know if you guys are thinking of the same one I'm talking about. I think you're thinking of the I can't remember the name of it, but what's his name got it recently? Fuck, he got it from Cali. It was the I can't remember what it fuck it's called. Okay.
New Warrior 67, Callie says, D.
New 67. What the fuck?
You're gonna
I
have
gotta
to
look this up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look it up, man.
That sounds like a really obscure late run and a pretty low print run fucking series, dude.
Don't tell that to Beckerman.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say bad. I just said all the other things. Said everything but bad.
It's in that story that crosses over with the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Okay, so this is the book I'm talking about. All right.
Make yourself big.
Yeah, you guys, I don't think you're going to be familiar with this because I just found it out. It's pretty weird. Toon Magazine.
And you're saying that's the first appearance of Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of first Harleys. There's like 7 of them apparently, so this is one of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's a bunch of first, what is it, Son of Satan's. There's like fucking 12 of them or some bullshit.
Yeah. So Toon Magazine issue 1, 1993. First Harley Quinn appearance in Batman.
Yeah, that's because they were
The cartoon.
yeah, they're promoting the cartoon.
I've never
It's
seen
funny.
it.
It's funny how some characters like Renee Montoya was on that show before, like she became a comic character. You think back to like Superman, all of these characters and stuff like got introduced on the radio show before the comics.
Batman Beyond reinvented Batman, and it was amazing. Like it new characters fucking galore in that series, and they became very popular in comic books, and boom, off you go.
I've never heard of Batman Beyond.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Batman Before is probably a better series.
Batman Before.
Have you seen it yet, D?
Yeah, no. So Kelly, the book you sent me has Ben Reilly is wearing a Spider-Man costume, but not a black and red Scarlet Spider. There's some silver dude wearing like a spider-like costume, but he's not a Scarlet Spider either.
Ah.
Fuck that silver guy.
Yeah, so Kane Parker is a different version of Scarlet Spider.
Huh. What? I mean, so you're a Scarlet Spider collector, right, D?
Yeah, probably.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, you are. How deep are you, though? Are you willing to buy all the new Warriors he's a part of?
I have limited myself to going after Scarlet Spider covers now.
Yeah.
Because I could buy a lot of obscure books where Scarlet Spider is in like one panel of an Iron Man comic book in 2021. I don't need that book.
Right.
I want him on the cover, and I want it to be Scarlet Spider, not Ben Reilly Spider-Man or Chasm or whatever. I want Scarlet Spider proper.
Yeah, that's another book I could get is the ASM 149. I had it before. I feel like it's a very undervalued book. You can get them for around $30, $40. It's not a bad buy.
You cannot get the 9.8 for that low.
Unless you're really good at finding fucking a high grade one for $30, $40. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can. But yeah, no, this will set you back like at least $2,500.
So what's the story with that? How much did you pay for the raw?
Oh, I didn't pay for a raw. I bought it graded.
Oh, you bought it at 9.8.
Yeah, and because I kept buying raws trying to get
sometimes it's just easier to buy the 9.8, man.
Well, and sometimes it's cheaper because
Yeah.
if I buy 10 raw copies and get them all graded and none of them come back a 9.8, like,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly.
And I did get it for way less than what it's going for now, so I'm happy with that.
It's really a pretty cover. Like, it don't have to be perfect to be a cool book, but it's nice it is. You know, like, it'd be really good to have a perfect copy of that.
Well, and for me, like, my Scarlet Spider collection is graded comic books. They're all 9.8s. Like, it's kind of a when you have a 9.2 of one of the books, it kind of fucks with your soul a little bit.
So that's another opinion that kind of I get hung up on. I'm a big believer that the low grade issues that people grade at like 3s and 2s and 1.5s, are sometimes undergraded and they should be higher. So I think there's a big market for buying low grade, but also entry price level cost is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
It's probably the best little area to buy a book is probably in the like 4 to 6 range. You get kind of better deals for a better quality book. But like,
Well, yeah, you know, D and I are pretty high grade collectors, right? Like
guys are, yeah.
yeah.
I would take the money for getting an 8.0 or a 9.8 and buy like 2 or 3 threes or fours, you know.
Well, and this is because I buy 8.0s and better for comics like in the Bronze Age usually that I'm looking at, and dude, like a 7.5 goes for 400, an 8.0 goes for $795 to $900, and you're like, really, $350 for 0.5 of a grade? So it can get really dicey when you're looking at books and trying to figure out what you want to buy.
I was pretty jealous of D's Miles Morales 9.8 for a while.
Yeah.
You still got that, dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun one, ain't it?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure mine is close. It's close to a 9.8. It's probably a 9.6, but I think it's a 9.8.
That's a pretty good 9.8. I wanted a 9.8 New Mutants 98, but that's a long story.
That's hard. That, especially I think when you got that, wasn't it already really expensive?
Me for my book or D?
Biggie. I think when you got your.
Well, I don't know how much a slab 9.8 went for. I just wanted a 9.8 potential raw, and I spent the appropriate amount to get a 9.8 raw. I thought I spent $350 on a raw book, and
wow, you really did spend pretty heavy on the rye. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, and you bought a direct edition, and it came back as a newsstand.
What?
And then another collector in the community got a direct edition 9.8 right after that. And I think you remember that, Biggie.
Yeah, I was told that he got the same grade as me, but pretty sure he got a fucking 9.8. So I would guess.
Oh, he got a 9.8. Yeah.
That could have been my book. Yeah. Now it came with a first Ghost Rider 1. So I might have been able to sell the Ghost Rider 1 and the newsstand and possibly get a fucking a direct 9.8. But at that point I was like, what the fuck ever.
Well, that was a fun night for you too. That was when you got your Hulk too.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't have a lot to complain about that night.
That's a big book right there. The Hulk 2 is fucking worth it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have.
That was where Jimmy Geek Aficionado got a bunch of people together to chip in like $15 or whatever to at a time to get Biggie his Hulk 2, and that was a pretty cool night.
What's the grade on your Deadpool, Biggie?
9.4.
9.4. I don't know. It's pretty good.
And then after he unboxed it, we went on to the hunt, and I beat his ass for the world title with my X-Men 1.
Nice.
That's some shitty timing, ain't it? I get a monster book like that, and D had to get a fucking X-Men 1.
Yeah, I'd gotten that X-Men 1 that week. Like, it wasn't like where we do the thing where I show my X-Men 1 every issue, or every episode. Like, that was the debut of X-Men 1 on the
when you're
hunt.
on the hunt and you show you're sure I'm gonna show this is the book, man. Fuck these guys. And then one of them, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I got an X-Men 1. You're right over here. You're like, motherfucker. You motherfucker. How did that happen?
Yeah, I had
Dude,
no idea.
That was a crazy year for me, dude. I got like my X-Men 1, my Daredevil 1, my giant size X-Men 1. I got my ASM 149, all in the same year. Like it was I have a top 10 of I think it was 2020 or 2021. That was a crazy fucking year for me. Like
Callie,
I got
Callie,
Miles Morales
my
in
werewolf
that
by
year.
I got my werewolf by night 32 out of the dollar bin, Callie, but it just has no cover on it. So
Yeah, so that year, I think I got altogether. I got like Avengers 1, First Goblin, First Juggernaut, Ghost Rider 1, Immune 98, Hulk 2. So I did pretty good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, no, did it?
you've cleaned up, Biggie. Are you kidding me? You've had some fucking awesome books, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd
Now
say
he's sitting there
between your
fucking,
AOKs and the stuff that you bought, holy shit, man, you fucking crushed it.
and he's got chicken wings.
And he's got
Motherfucker.
chicken wings. Bullshit. He's living the fucking high life over there, like a
uh-huh.
Now you just need some chick to like feed you grapes, like without you having to like even, open your mouth.
do you have girls just blowing on you as fans? Is that what's happening?
No, not really. You gotta have like, I'm not. It's gross. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, no, say it. We're an hour and 11 minutes in. No one will see it.
No, don't say it.
I was just gonna talk about the way you was getting fed grapes.
Oh.
But how many New Mutant 14s do you have? Not 100, Callie. Not 100.
I don't know.
Is that first Legion?
First Magic.
Okay, even better.
It's nothing. It's just they call it the first magic. Is it like the first time she's an adult or some shit? Because I feel like it's just her joining a team, right?
That's Callie's book, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. Magic is probably one of the worst characters ever.
Oh man,
Oh.
dick. TM. Fuck,
Wow,
going
you just
hard.
made a mortal enemy of Callie.
Yeah, man. You'd have to be so hard on him, bro. I don't know if it's is it the actual first appearance or is it her first team appearance?
Yeah, the first appearance is GSX, but she's a baby. So how do you call it? You know, like I
Well,
don't know.
that's not fair because the first appearance of Franklin Richards as a baby, first appearance of Franklin Richards as an adult, there's so many. I don't know. That's a good question.
Hey, he had first appearance of Cable was as a baby. Like, yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, there's some weird ones, and then there's first appearance in continuity, like the superheroes book that Rogue's in is actually before the continuities before what is it annual number 10 there. So I don't know. There's some weird shit that goes on with key comics sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the first time she was in comics after she was in Limbo. Okay.
Hey, I was in a chick named Limbo once.
Met her at the Rippers, I would imagine.
Yep.
Oh, Limbo. She could really limbo.
That skill transfers to the bedroom. Let me tell you. Fuck me. Hey, by the way, I've never met a woman named Limbo. I said that to be funny. I need to clarify for my future political career.
Don't backtrack now. Come on, bro.
No, I'm backtracking. I'm backtracking.
We were going on so strong there. We were cool.
Backtracking is one of my favorite moves I put on the ladies. They love
That
it.
also works in the bedroom, right? Backtrack.
So I got one more topic for the night before we end. I've noticed that the way we communicate online on these panels, that by the time we think someone's done talking, you can't even slide a razor thin piece of paper in between the last word someone else says and the next one someone else says.
What are you trying to say? I'm just kidding. I just wanted to.
You just did it. You just did it.
I know. I was making your point for you. I know.
Yeah, you could watch any channel, and you have a stream like this with 4 to 6 people, and someone will be talking, and then the next person that talks is like things. Soon as you, I'm really working on trying to be patient, but when you do that, you just don't say anything. You just
Well,
sit there and push up.
that's really the problem because especially when you get people that have their own channels all on the same panel because they're all used to talking the most all the time, and we all have something we want to say.
Hey, I want to talk about this now.
Yeah, everybody's got something they want to talk about. When you bring up a topic, and then all of a sudden it's like bing, bing, bing. It fucking goes into a bunch of different topics. I want to say something, then D says, "Oh, wait. What about this, and the whole. Yeah, it's just the way it is, man. But at least we don't overstep each other usually.
No, we there's a lot of overstepping.
Not
Really?
here so much. There is at church though. Church is hard to get a word in edgewise.
I think it's getting to where it's hard to watch a stream without people cutting each other off anymore. I want to work on a good pause in between the last word someone says. I'm going to try to figure that out.
Cliff's here.
Oh, good.
Well, now we're
Fucking Cliff.
never getting a word in edgewise.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Hey,
That's
Cliff.
exactly what I said in the chat. I said, you called for overstepping? Here I am. How
How
are
you
you?
doing, Cliff? What's going on, buddy?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I know I can take over a conversation. I hope I don't do that to other people. You know?
I don't know. You might. I don't know if you do or not. I've been trying to watch more
He's not
clips.
paying attention to my content. So
No, I do. I check you out from afar more than at your lives. You stream a lot, though, Cliff. You do quite a bit of content.
yeah, I have to do my content, then I have to do other content to make sure that people care about my content.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
You know,
Maybe
then
that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm not doing other content. Maybe I need to do other content. So
Yeah,
people
I
care,
was like-
so people care about my content.
Mhm.
That's some good advice.
This is other content.
Oh wait, I'm
Yeah,
doing other
this is other
content.
content.
Shit. Yes.
But the important thing is like all I want is just to be here, have a space for myself and a space for people of all sorts to just enjoy the hobby, right?
Absolutely, brother.
So I hope that is usually what I'm promoting when I go on other people's channels, and I hope I hope they find me entertaining and they want to come over to to come check it out.
Yeah.
And somebody asked about Callie. I mentioned to Callie my Marvel team ups, and so yeah, they're not all here, but there's look, I have 3 copies right at my fingertips of Marvel Team Up 32, right?
Nice.
So like, I just keep getting these, and it's never intentional. It just keeps happening.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's just wild, man.
What's the most copies of a single issue do you have, dude?
For me, God, I don't think I have a lot of duplicates. I have 3 different copies of Web of Spider-Man 118, the first Scarlet Spider. But they're all 3 different variants of it.
Yeah, they're a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the newsstand, the direct, and then the second print, all in the 9.8. I've got a few different copies of X-Men 1 from the Jim Lee version. But yeah,
I always forget how many copies of that I have. I have a ton of those.
yeah, I'm sure you do.
Fuck.
And then Scarlet Spider #1, the Kane Parker version. I have a bunch of different variants of that. But usually when I have multiple copies of a single title, it's usually different variants of it.
Yeah.
I had a guy check my box once when I was buying them at a comic shop. He said, there's a lot of #1s in there, eh? I said, yeah, don't worry about what I'm buying. You just sell them to me for what you're going to sell them to me for. You just, all right, whatever.
I got all excited when you said he checked your box.
Oof, my goodness.
I think I've had the most X-Men 1s and Superman 500s are the 2 highest amount of issues for one issue.
Interesting that Superman 500 is one of them.
I think that's the one where the Reign of Superman are introduced, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a lot. I've had a lot of those through time.
you sent me one.
Probably, dude. I've had a bunch of those.
I have
Kelly-
I have 7 copies of Adventures of Superman 500.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've got, I don't know. I think oh my goodness, I probably have 25 copies of X-Men #1. And most of them are the wraparound Jim Lee cover. And then I think I have about 10 copies of Spider-Man 1, the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man 1.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a pretty big book to have a bunch of. Yeah, that's nice.
I always buy it pretty much every time I see it. As long as it's $20 or $25, I'll buy it. Oh,
Kelly, I always tell people this is like my most sentimental book. This is the last Christmas present I ever got from my mom.
oh, that's sad.
So yeah, no, and
It's,
she hasn't been able to
it's
give me.
underrated, man. That book is underrated. It sells for not very much money, and it's a great first appearance.
Yep.
And it's got the Tiger X-Men game on the back cover, which I think is cool. It's a
And if you
cool
buy
back
it with
cover.
if you buy it with #5, which is ultimately the much better cover, but the 4 it's a great book to have.
And then you're talking about Adventures of Superman 500. 505 was the hardest book I've ever hunted for. Getting this cover in a 9.8 was insane.
Oh, ain't that the one that's like foily and shit instead of regular in the back?
Well, there's a foil one which is easier to get. The regular one is way harder to get.
Yeah. You don't see that regular in the back like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it's a newsstand.
That's a good Superman.
Music.
Yeah, dude, it was one of the hardest books I ever collected. I found a dude that had he had like a bunch of them on Instagram, and I was like, hey, let me get one of them, and he's like, nah.
Like, where have you been all my life?
Well, no, he said no because he's hoarding them. He's hoarding them so that he can trade for like a third print of World Without a Superman number 72 or 77 or whatever. Like, it was tough.
Wow. Especially for a 9.8. I am just not seeing 9.8 to that thing.
Hey, here's your black and red Spider-Man. Love this cover. This is Bagley.
Nice. That's very cool.
He's definitely giving you a bowl full of nuts
Mm-hmm.
on that cover.
And you know I do love my nuts.
Yeah, G's showing off his nuts.
These nuts. Hey, this was another tough ass 9.8 to get.
Oh yeah, I have that, but I don't have it at 9.8.
You remember when we reviewed that, dude?
Dude, I do remember that. It was
the book, yeah.
Oh, you guys reviewed that one before, Joy?
Yeah,
Oh man, that would have been a good one.
so what I liked
you
about
don't even
this
like
is
Marvel. Shut up, TM.
yeah. He collects What If.
You guys collect What If, I know.
It is it's one of the very few What If books where the story like had a happy ending at the end.
Right.
It wasn't negative or shitty, and consequentially, like it's one of the only positive Ben Reilly stories that wasn't like terrible at the end. So basically, they became roommates, and they decided to both be Spider-Man so that they can both have a life outside of being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then like Peter was like, yeah, you can have Dr. Octopus and I'll just take Mary Jane or some shit like that.
Yeah, you get the couch and I get to bang Mary Jane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mary Jane was like, "Oh, there's 2 of you. Let's go to town. Eiffel Tower cities." I know that's what I would do. I would like, "Oh, double the Peter, double the fun. Let's go."
If I was the other one, I'd be like, you know what? I'll just take Black Cat. It'd be all right.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
White Prime.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah, no,
How can you not
Superboy
like that?
Prime is, and it's got a cool toy ad on the back. I
Yeah.
love it when
Oh, that's
there's a
awesome.
toy or video game on the back that
I
matches the cover.
absolutely had that Superman toy. Didn't you? Was
Dude,
that
it
the one you
came with a
press the legs together and he used to punch, right? Is that
Yep.
the?
yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No,
That's
it
great.
was really cool.
Yep.
Thomas McDonald got it. Face it, MJ. You just hit the jackpot. I would have been like, high fives. X-Men Adventure number
Oh,
one.
Ooh,
I
I got
got
a
this
few
for like
copies of that
70
actually
bucks.
too. I probably got about 10 copies of that book.
Hey D, was you able to keep any of your first nulls? Because I know you had like 30 of the fucking cup things.
I had two and I sold them both.
You only had two? I thought you had at least 10 of them fucking things. I felt like
No,
you had
no, I got, but I didn't care for Null very much. Like
Really?
it,
I really loved that story. I loved that whole.
I do too,
Venom
dude. I
run.
think it's one of the best modern fucking
I thought it
stories
was
ever
good.
made.
no,
Yeah.
no, for me, that was a good read. But I have Marvel Unlimited. I can read it whenever I want.
Sure.
Collecting it wasn't, like I kind of fell into the hype when like it was a really hot character to collect.
Yeah.
But I was able to get out of it before it bottomed out. Um, and I know he's gonna. Did the new Venom movie come out yet, or is it just a
Yeah,
trailer?
it did.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
It's out.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh fuck, man! I should check it out someday.
It's good.
It's all
Apparently,
right.
Biggie said it was pretty good.
I
Actually,
enjoyed it all. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's not the best, but it's still it's worth watching.
It's pretty
Um,
fucking good.
Biggie, you being a huge Null fan, did you read Silver Surfer Black?
yeah.
No, but I
It's
did
a
read
good
Cosmic
series.
Ghost Rider. I didn't read
Oh,
Silver Surfer.
you should read Silver Surfer Black. Null's introduced in that story.
Yeah, it's a good series. Actually, it's really cool.
Yeah, I have the whole
Hmm.
Dottie King's Venom run, though. I do have that run.
Yeah, I do. I have most of that. There's like the odd one that I'm missing for some reason. I don't know why I'm missing them. It's none of the keys. I have all the big keys. I don't know why I'm missing like I don't know. I'm not 27. I have like 20 copies of that stupid comic book. But regardless, there's a few I'm missing. I'm like, why am I missing number 19? What the fuck?
So Callie goes. He got Craven today. Gonna watch it in an hour or so. You like bought the Blu-ray?
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry, Callie. It's not that great.
dude, I'm telling you, I haven't bought physical media like other than a comic book in over a decade. Like that.
Craven is it's not a great movie, Kelly, but
Yeah,
it's
the dialogue.
some of it's
Craven,
fun to watch.
Craven is still better than Morbius and Madam Web, and that's all
That's
that
true.
matters.
It's
to
way
me.
better than Madam Web. It's way better.
I haven't watched
I
Morbius.
can watch that man kick a can shirtless for 2 hours.
But
The
there's a scene.
only problem I find with Morbius is it's like they wrote a really crappy story and then went, you know what? We should put Morbius in this story. It's just like I don't know. It's like a bad Hollywood writing. It wasn't the effects were good. I didn't mind what's his face as Morbius. He's pretty good usually. Like I don't mind him as an actor, but they really been effing him over in his last few roles.
I haven't seen Morbius.
It's
But
okay.
in Craven,
It's nothing awesome, but it's okay. It's not.
It kind of felt like Doctor Strange a little bit for some reason to me.
in
I
Craven,
lied.
man, they in Craven they ended up the dialogue was terrible, but there was a scene in Craven where just all of a sudden you think it's leading to somewhere like a conversation, then it just cuts off to another thing. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, there's also the fact that like Callie just watching it. I don't want to spoil it for him, but give it a watch.
I lied. I did buy one physical media. It was graded though. This is the first and second episode of the X-Men animated series. It came out. You only got these from Pizza Hut.
Oh,
It came with a trading card, and it came with a little mini comic book on the back. And it's the first two episodes. So, Callie, once again, this is another piece of Morph memorabilia.
Morph, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
And honestly, with his ability, he should be able to do it all.
he's really the ultimate, you know.
Well,
Or
when they
I guess they are
when-
really the ultimate. Are they? I think they're them now, right? I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's they them.
They are them.
Yes, they are them. Yes.
But they really upped Morph's power set in the X-Men '97 TV series
Yeah.
season, because
It was so good, bro. That
now
whole series was so good, man.
it was very good. And in that series, though, Morph like can take on more of the powers rather than just morphing into the physical appearance, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, I enjoyed that whole thing. You know, obviously there's really sad moments, which are enjoyable because it gets you right into it. But you know,
Oh yeah, no, I cried when Gambit died.
oh, me too, bro. I was not a happy camper.
Woo.
That episode was just
And the way he killed that thing, oh my god, it was awesome.
Oh, dude, no one could die better than that.
Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
And
I
what?
refuse to pass away until I can die in a similar fashion.
Like, right? That is the ultimate screw you moment, the ultimate I'm a hero moment. You know, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
my
Oh, I like that one.
Iron Man number.
You know what
I
that
gotta
one is?
find
That's a bad motherfucker right there.
somewhere.
Yeah, I watched Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I enjoyed it, Callie. I thought it was pretty good. In fact, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, and I really loved it. So,
Yeah, I gotta get started
well
on that.
done to Disney for doing another awesome Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, that was it was really good. Is anybody watching Invincible?
I haven't watched it all. I just started it, but yeah, that's always good.
I'm watching
Invincible's not.
Invincible.
Yeah, Invincible's not bad at all.
Yeah, this
all
last
right.
episode
I swore
with
you had. I
For
thought you
what?
had the Fantastic Four. Stabbed.
No. I don't think I have any Fantastic Four keys slabbed, actually. Except for Inhumans. I got the Inhumans slab.
Those are some nice Fantastic Fours, Mr. Biggie.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, second Doom, baby.
Hashtag
Now he's
TM
throwing
is a
up them
jerk.
hashtags.
Yeah,
Callie getting besmirched. Or sorry, TM getting besmirched in the chat.
little ASM 129.
Yeah, just a
Of the
small little
smirching
book.
is taking place.
There's a good FF. Apparently, Becker has like a 3.0 of this. Mine's don't even have a back cover, but even like this, it's a $300 book. So,
Yeah, that's because it's an awesome book.
yeah.
Oh, I never tell anyone about the back cover. I just say it's there. Don't worry
I'm
about it.
going to buy a back cover one day, but I just can't ever find one for a reasonable price.
If you find a Werewolf by Night 32 just to cover, let me know.
I haven't seen one, dude. I would.
No,
If
me
I saw
neither,
it.
bro. Me neither.
That would be cool. How much does that book go for? Just regular, like with no problems.
Depends on what the grade is, obviously. Like I think it's still upwards to a couple grand.
Hurts to know. This is my favorite Miles issue, actually. It's got a little bit of Miles in it, and him just quivering and acting like a pussy is just perfect for me for some reason.
Yeah, I got a nice 9.8 in that bad boy.
Yeah, this is a perfect copy. I have no doubt it'd be a 9.8 probably, maybe a 10.
Oh, I like the monsters book you got in the front there, though. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is pretty high grade too.
Yeah, I don't have that one actually. I need to get a copy of that.
Yeah, man, I got lucky on that. I spent like $20. Oh, I like these two.
I got to get out of here, man. I got to get some dinner in me, and I got to get to bed. I got to work early tomorrow.
That's absolute bullshit.
We're gonna be taking off soon anyway, D. That's cool, bro.
All right. I love you guys deeply, more than you will ever know, in a way that should concern you all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
That does.
I
concern
thought you'd like that. You all have a good night.
me. Good night.
Right, dude. Keep your deep love away from me, man.
Yeah, man. Seems now I feel weird
Take
and
care.
icky.
So this is
I
a
have
bit of
that.
a good. I mean, just looking at it, you're like, oh, this is some bullshit, right?
No, it's not. It's pretty good actually. The whole
Yeah, it's
thing.
like a $200 book raw, dude. Like
Get
this is
out of here! Really, I have it.
oh, bro.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, Cable, Deadpool 24. This is the first meetup of Spider-Man and Deadpool right
I
here.
have that. I have most. I think I have that whole series, to be honest.
It's a sticky situation.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you should. This is a high grade, so I don't know what they go for slab, but you can't get them raw for less than like $150, $200. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find any examples on eBay before we get out of here. Let's see. Maybe
Yeah,
they'll be cheaper and make me pull shit, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I was wondering the same thing. Why it's $200, but I guess it just is. I don't know.
I mean, maybe I'm full of shit. Last time I looked, it was like ridiculous amount of money.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's see. Presents.
So is that what did you say? That's the first Deadpool Spider-Man meetup or something? Maybe people are specking on Deadpool and Spider-Man in the same movie.
I think anytime someone meets up with Spider-Man, it's kind of a key. But what do I know? Yeah, here's one for 110. 120, 150,
Wow.
500,
What the fuck?
110. 100 is very cheap. 200. It wasn't this way like a couple months ago. Yeah, so 200, 200, 700, 98. Like it costs just as much to get this book in a 9.8 as like a first Apocalypse or something.
Jeez, I'm gonna go get mine graded.
Yeah, 237.
What's the number on that one again, Biggie? 34 or something?
24.
24?
Yeah,
I gotta go look if I have it. Hold on.
yeah, go get that fucker, dude. I think these ones for 100 are probably like, yeah, they're VF near mint, so it's probably because they're not perfect. I'm saying a perfect copy is like a $200.
I have all my copies are in very, very good condition. So I gotta check this out. Hold on.
Yeah, dude.
You're right, Callie. I screwed it all up. I screwed it all up, Callie. I'm sorry.
Oh, this has got ticks all over. The one for 120. Yeah, that's no wonder it's 120. It's got like 15 ticks on the spine.
What is it? Deadpool versus Cable?
Yeah, Cable versus Deadpool issue 24.
Cable versus Deadpool.
I figured that I better put that in top loader because you get one tick in the fucker, it's like half the price, you know.
I really hope I have this book. I know I have a bunch of this series.
I've heard you say that before, and I kind of like was skeptical. But if you feel like you got the whole run, you probably do got it, you know. So let's go around the horn. TM, what you got going on, man?
I'm gonna go live Tuesday and show off a few books and a few of the DC finest I got in from my comic book shop, Retro Rocket Comics. And then I will be over on, well, I won't be over, I'll be here on Biggie's channel for book club, where we'll be reviewing Tech 27. And then next Sunday, I'll be over on Bleeker's channel for church.
Nice.
Cool, man. So how have you been doing, Cliff, and what you got going on?
Well, I'm usually my emotional wreck of a self. So Mondays is New Keys and Hot Comics with the Council of Comics at 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays is New Comic Book Day with the Council of Comics at 8 p.m. Eastern. I have a members only series covering my grails for 2025 and my acquisition of them and my trials and tribulations. So that's fun. Like the first one is what I want for the year. The first one, then the one after that was like, oh, I actually got one of them. And that one's just a delightful 4 minutes. And then I have two more coming out shortly, as soon as they arrive. And Friday night I have Comics and Cocktails, and it's going to be Marco from Renovision. And then I can't remember what's happening this weekend. And then the weekend after is King Kong, so I'll be down in Jersey for that. So hopefully I'll get to see Izzy and maybe DJ and some other people. That'll be really great. And that's pretty much it. You know, Thomas, thank you for following.
Cool. I'm gonna put your YouTube channel on here. Shout you out before we get out of here too.
Thank you.
You can catch me on church on Sundays, Biggie's channel every other Friday. We do the Collector Club. This Saturday, I think we'll be doing The Hunt. You can check me out. I do music videos on my channel and do Slab or Not to Slab whenever we get another episode of that going. So, yeah, man, keep up to date. Also, I will be having a Kickstarter coming out. So that is coming soon. We're just waiting on art right now. Everything's written. We're just waiting on art. That's all we're doing. So fingers crossed. Send us some good vibes so we can get this shit done and we can get an awesome comic book out.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bleeker, Cliff, and TM. So this is Cliff on Comics. I'm not sure the last time I shouted you out, but if anybody's watched this stream up to this point, make sure you go over there, head on over there, subscribe, leave a comment, which I will be leaving a comment. I like to put I streamed your stream just to make sure people know that you show up. You know, it's kind of how I roll.
Also, highly recommend Comics and Cocktails with actual Dracula. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw your goal video was the last thing I saw from your content.
Dracula is the guy doing the comic, the art for the comic for Callie and I, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Visit spectrum.com/sports savings to see how.
So these are my
shoppers want to spend less. Go to
we got the double
number one in everyday
advertisement. Here we go.
Wow, they just slapped me around.
They're not messing around. Is right.
Jeez. Good morning. It's time for Comics and Coffee with Cliff.
Renovision. Holy shit.
It's Pete from Renovision, and we'll be back in 7 seconds.
All right. You got quite a few views on some of these streams. You got 1,120 subscribers.
I just feel the need to set the tone. First thing. I need
this
to
is a good
episode.
We attracted a lot of people. We attracted one. We only attracted one person that I booted from the chat. So that's fine.
Do you find you have to boot a lot of people from your chat, Cliff?
It was the first time I've ever had to boot somebody. Did his name start with a D?
Well, my name is Pete. I have a channel called Renovision.
I believe he went by Angry White Guy.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, he gets kicked out a lot.
But, wow, y'all just instantly knew who it was. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we've had Biggie's had like
a pretty historical event with them. Yeah.
We were aware of that, gentlemen.
Well, that was
I use the term loosely.
Yeah, that was my first encounter, and I did not have a high tolerance.
Yeah, I did not have a good reaction as well. Yeah, he's pretty infamous for being a dickweed. So I was thinking it was someone else because Renovision has been known to fuck around with somebody that's a close friend of mine, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes if you hang out. We don't have to talk about that live, you know. So maybe they dicked with him too. So that's cool.
Yeah,
all I know is I don't care. The only people I care about dicking who's dicking me. Number one. Number two. That is not. This is my show. Is not the place for that. Right? Like it's not drama. My show is like you're here. You're in the comic book community in some way, shape, or form, and I want to know about your place in the community and what comics you collect and how you collect and all that shit. That's it. That's all I want. You know? So everything else can just stay right off the table.
Amen, Cliff. I'm the same way at church. That stuff, I don't want it to touch my channel.
So for me, I will be doing the Tech 27 review on Wednesday with TMD, Matt, and comic collector Alan.
I'm very interested in that review. I want to see what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I should be on The Hunt this Saturday and Collector Club Friday.
I might actually read the book just so I can see if I agree with your opinions.
Yeah. And you can catch me periodically through the week. I'll be doing just silly comic community streams around. Oh, I got my new show 2 to 4, where I hop on my channel from 2 o'clock till 4. So that's what we got. And we're going to get on out of here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been about 2 hours, so we gave y'all a pretty meaty show. Don't forget to go subscribe to Cliff, and I will be promoting more channels very soon. That's kind of my thing right now. For the last couple weeks, I've been promoting everybody. So see y'all later.
Biggie. Biggie.